With the team-up changes in Season 2, we now have some data to look at and see what team-ups have the best win rate so far. All data comes from rivalstracker.com and this video ranks them based on win rate, but we'll analyze each one, so stick around and use the timestamps to skip ahead if you want. At number 5 we have a small tie, or at least two team-ups that are close together in win rate, so we'll cover each one to analyze the difference. First, Human Torch and Storm with a 58.34% win rate, but just a 2.05% pick rate. Storm is already the hero with the biggest win rate in the game in Season 2, maintaining her crown from Season 1, so this might be one big factor that pulls up the win rate for this duo, because all their team up does is Johnny makes Storm's ultimate burn and deal more damage in a bigger radius. So basically they combo their ultimates and create a fire tornado. It's not extremely impactful as a team up ability, since the ultimate is the least used ability by any hero, but this team up is strong because they both can fly, and we know especially in lower ranks that people have trouble looking up. But both heroes in this team up are very strong individually as well. Storm, as we said, has win rate in the game, but Johnny is also not bad with a bit over 50% win rate. He's very powerful, he can sit back in the sky and harass, block an area and then come down as a meteor and clean up what's left, or isolate a target and use the dive together with his shotgun basic attack to finish it off quickly. Storm has a huge advantage because her basic attack pierces, so with this duo, if you stay behind your tank grouped, you're not safe because Storm gets you, and if you stay isolated, you're not safe because Johnny will dive you and finish you off quickly. So here the team up ability is okay, but the win rate I believe is explained by the individual power of the heroes, especially since it has such a small pick rate. Let me know, and at any point in the video, if you agree or disagree with what I say here, feel free to join the conversation in the comments. Tied with or very close to this is Namor and Hulk. Pretty obvious, right now they are at a 59.14% win rate. What's different than Human Torch and Storm is that their pick rate is huge at 14.19%. So people are winning quite consistently with Namor and Hulk in the team, and it's pretty obvious. If in the case of Johnny and Storm, they win not because of their synergy, but because they are two powerful heroes even when taken individually, here Namor and Hulk win because of their team-up ability. I mean, both Namor and Hulk are very strong individually, but the extra monstro takes Namor to the next level, giving him another set of eyes and a huge damage boost to quickly finish off some diver, or sneak into the back line, put down all three squids, hit the enhanced shots, and they will instantly melt one squishy. No explanation needed here. I mean, you know that Hulk is consistently banned just to prevent this synergy. So this team up is strong both because of the added ability and because of the heroes individually. Moving on to number 4 now, it's the symbiotic team up between Venom, Penny Parker and Spidey, and here probably the accent is the team up between Venom and Spidey. Don't get me wrong, Penny mains ate well this season with the added headshot damage and the added health boost, making her even harder to kill and a bit more threatening if you can land those headshots. But the ability, the spiky form that deals 50 damage, is a huge boost for Spidey because it can help him finish off targets when he doesn't land his full combo. That extra bit of damage makes the difference between someone barely escaping with a bit of health or someone getting eliminated when singled out. Yet Spidey is the 4th most banned hero this season, and this team up has the smallest pick rate from this list at just 1.04%, mainly because of said ban. But the combo really works because Venom and Spidey can dive while Penny can secure the backline and protect against enemy divers or tanks. So a very strong team up, and the added ability contributes to that. Of course, it's also beneficial for Penny, the symbiotic ability, I mean, because she can use it when she gets contested by a Thor or a Captain America, but Penny has plenty of ways to deal with divers. With her nest, with the webs, with the mines, but for Spidey, that ability is the extra touch needed to make him secure more kills. And for Venom, because it's not like he doesn't get anything, he gets an extra 150 health, as if he was not hard enough to eliminate already, being one of the hardest tanks to take out in the game. He gets extra health as well. At number 3 we have the trio between Hela, Loki and Thor with a win rate of 60.67% and a pick rate of 2.32%. First, Hela basically gets a 15% damage boost. Hela is one of the best DPS in the game already, so with 15% damage boost, let me show you the numbers. Her basic attack hits 70 damage with 80% fall off at 30 meters. So get ready for some maths. This means that her headshot at 30 meters is 112 damage. 2 headshots is 224 damage. So not enough to eliminate a squishy, but add that 15% damage boost and it now sits at just over 250 damage, which is enough to eliminate a squishy at any possible range if you hit 2 headshots. If you factor in a mantis with a damage boost as well, then good luck to anyone on the other end of a Hela with good aim. Now this is already enough to be an amazing team up because it boosts one of the best DPS in the game, but if Hela lands the final hit, then Loki and Thor have bonus health or they are resurrected if they are respawning. So, if you have this combo in your team with a good Hela, she can carry the entire game easily. If you have a bad Hela, then this team up is absolutely trash. It depends a lot on the performance of Hela, but if she lands those final hits and gives Thor extra survivability and buffs up Loki to be a bit more survivable when he already has enough survivability, then it deserves the third spot quite a lot. Number 2 is the team up between Magic and Black Panther, sitting at a solid 61.3% win rate and a 3.41% pick rate. Now this one is interesting because unlike the previous team ups, is all about survivability here. The ability these two unlock together is Dimensional Shortcut, and what it does is let Black Panther rewind time, returning to his previous position and healing back some of the health he lost in that time. And listen, if you've played against a good Panther or just a Black Panther in general who smashes them buttons, you already know how hard it is to pin him down when he's darting around slashing through your back line. Now imagine he gets a free undo button every 30 seconds. He can dive in, clean up a squishy or pressure the back line, and when things start getting dicey, rewind back to safety with half his health recovered. Or continue the combo staying there without the need to bail back or heal and grab a health pack. And this is why this team up works. It gives Black Panther way more room to play aggressively without the usual risk. The pick rate isn't huge, which kind of makes sense. Magic is a bit of a high skill ceiling hero and Panther's not the easiest to master either. But for the people who do run this duo well, the numbers speak for themselves. And for someone who is at the other end of the team up, you know how annoying these two can be by themselves, but together and with this extra ability, then you'll be in hell as a healer if you don't have like your entire team peeling for you. Oh, and not only that, but Magic also gets a 15% damage boost, so yeah. It's one of these combos where the ability is genuinely impactful and opens up big playmaking moments. Definitely deserves its spot on the high list because it is pure disruption of the enemy team. So you might ask what is better than this, and I'll tell you, and if you also made it this far into the video or you just skipped ahead at number 1, please consider subscribing to the channel since it helps me out a lot. Now statistically the best team up is the Resurrection trio with Adam Warlock, Mantis and Star-Lord. First, it gives Adam Warlock a 15% healing boost, which is not much and not so significant, but Mantis is an elite healer and she's one of the best healers in the game, especially when it comes to win rate, and Mantis sometimes like to play aggressive to land those headshots and generate more orbs, and if that aggression backfires and Mantis overextends, she gets a free resurrect. This enables her to be more aggressive and take more risks because she knows that if something happens she can just cocoon and get back into battle ASAP. The same thing goes with Star-Lord. If for Mantis her playstyle is more aggressive, for Star-Lord he has to be aggressive, and the Resurrect enables him to have a bit more peace of mind and to take that engagement with a bit more courage, because sometimes you get scared and you're like, oh okay, let's just abort, better to make him retreat a bit than to push and get myself out and waiting for that respawn. But with the Resurrect you can push, because if it turns out you miscalculated and your opponent gets the better of you, then you'll just respawn and you're back at it again, and maybe he didn't even reach that health pack by the time you cocoon around the corner, or he didn't even get healed and you'll finish him off this time. So those were the top 5 or well 6 team ups in season 2 of Marvel Rivals, and if you enjoyed the video, drop a like and a sub to the channel. If you didn't enjoy, let me know why in the comments so I can improve the videos, and I'll see you in the next one.